Alrighty, ladies and gents, welcome to another YouTube video where today we are going to take a look at the man that is potentially the only man on earth that is strong enough to take on and defeat Levan Saginashvili, and we are close to finding out if that is the case or not. September 5th is just around the corner, and Dave Chafe is set to take on Levan in the first round of this season's Top 8 tournament, and it's absolutely going to be fireworks. What is probably going to be the biggest match of the entire tournament taking place in the first round instead of it being a final. One of these guys is out. One of these guys will probably go on and win it. But as we were saying, Dave Chafe is probably the only man on this planet that is truly fundamentally strong enough to take on Levan. I mean, at the end of the day, if we have a look at Dave Chafe's history, you can see him right here at the Zloty Tour in 2013, up against Denis Saplenkov. Now, Denis Saplenkov, formerly known as The Guy, truly bicep strength off the charts. You can see Dave Chafe there in control of Denis Saplenkov outside of straps. Denis being fortunate to get to the straps. But one thing you'll notice about Dave Chafe is his fundamental strength, especially in the sense of side pressure, is number one. John Brzenk described Dave Chafe as having the most significant side pressure out of anyone he's ever felt. And you can see that evidence here as the side pressure just flattens Denis Saplenkov. Denis Saplenkov resorting to king's moves, all sorts of stuff. Elbow fouls going on and Dave Chafe getting the win there. It really does paint a big picture. The fact that Denis Saplenkov is not able to fundamentally stand toe-to-toe with Dave Chafe really does illustrate it. We'll see some more footage here from the 2014 A1 Russian Open. Once again, you can see the side pressure fundamental of Dave Chafe. He doesn't bend his wrists so much. He doesn't overpronate. He doesn't really get into deep technical positions like someone like Levan would. He's all about staying center, staying strong, and side pressure. And you can see Saplenkov there, fatiguing, working, trying to get an attack away, unable to get the attack away, and an elbow foul being called on Dave Chafe, and the win being given to Saplenkov. So interesting loss there. In what was looking like a war, would have loved to have seen it play out with a running foul outside of straps. Once again, look at the side pressure of Dave Chafe. He really is something special in that department. And now on this day in 2014, Denis Saplenkov will get the better of him. You can see Dave Chafe changing his tactics into a defensive nature. He's catching, holding the reversal there. Does once again highlight his superior side pressure, but Denis Saplenkov in a good position there with the top roll transitioning to containment and the hook. Dave Chafe on the ropes here in this semi-final, I think it was, of the A1 Russian Open 2014. Saplenkov getting the pin on that occasion. However, what this illustrates, guys, is it is very clear. With Denis Saplenkov no longer relevant in the world of super heavyweight arm wrestling, Dave Chafe is undoubtedly the guy that is bringing the horsepower to this match. He's the only man on planet Earth among arm wrestlers that can stand toe-to-toe with Levan Saginashvili. And in fact, I think he can more than stand toe-to-toe. I think Levan will run. Levan will not face Dave Chafe side pressure directly. He will look to top roll. He will look to get around the power of Dave Chafe and avoid it at all costs. Undoubtedly, the match can go the way of Dave Chafe. I think Levan's the favorite, but anyone who writes Dave Chafe off is crazy. I personally messaged Dave Chafe only a couple of weeks ago trying to get into his mind to see where he's at, and he simply responded with, I'll tell you this, I am effing ready. So there we go. Dave Chafe really is prepared for this match. I think he's the kind of guy that has been written off somewhat. The world of arm wrestling fans and supporters think Levan's just it and can't be beaten. But I tell you this right now, Dave Chafe has been waiting for this opportunity to return to the top of the rankings once again, and it would not surprise me at all if he defeats Levan Saginashvili. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Can Dave Chafe beat Levan? Is the side pressure enough? Or will his wrist crack under the pressure of the top roll from Levan? Either way, it is going to be epic. It's on the 5th of September in the Ukraine We can watch it at armbets.tv. Make sure you don't miss it. It's a $10 pay-per-view, and it's going to be absolutely spectacular. All right, guys, leave us a comment, a like, a share, all that sort of good stuff, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, that's a bet!